This has serious implications for the New York Yankees, as there has been a huge update for this team amidst the New York Yankees dealing with some injuries. While after all of this has gone down, multiple players within the New York Yankees division in the American League East have emerged as trade targets for the team, and we are going to break all this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, I appreciate all the support, and if you're part of that 76% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to subscribe for daily videos like this. We're having a bunch of fun on the channel. You do not want to miss out on all of the New York Yankees content we have every single day. But let's jump into the video. There's a lot to go over, as we've seen the New York Yankees missing out on one of their best relief pitchers all year in Jake Cousins. And on top of that, we recently saw Luke Weaver go down with a more serious injury and a hamstring that's going to take a while for him to get back. And it's likely that Weaver is not going to be back at all in the month of June. So the Yankees bullpen has become a bit short-handed. And with Cousins on the way back, with things looking up and the Yankees about to get a reliever who's been excellent for them, we got a huge update on him, as it was revealed from Greg Joyce that Jake Cousins has been pulled off his rehab assignment after feeling something in his elbow, according to Aaron Boone. He's meeting with Dr. Chris Ahmad today to figure out what's going on. Ahmad is the New York Yankees doctor. And on top of that, it was also mentioned by Joyce that the reliever was on his way back from a right elbow flexor strain 2 games into a rehab assignment, but he has now been pulled out of it after feeling some stuff in his elbow, as Aaron Boone put it at Kauffman Stadium. Cousins was undergoing an MRI exam and meeting with team physician Dr. Chris Ahmad on Tuesday to determine what was wrong, but it was a worrying development for the right-hander. So obviously not what you want to see at all from this situation. Jake Cousins has been someone who has been a solid pitcher for the Yankees ever since he arrived here. He's been someone who the Yankees can lean on, and they have leaned on a lot when he's been healthy. I mean, last season in 2024, he only made 37 appearances as he was dealing with injury. He pitched 38 innings in that time, had a 2-1 record with an ERA of 2.37, and had 53 strikeouts in that appearance. He also got a save. His strikeouts per 9 were excellent at 12.55. The man was doing a phenomenal job. There's no doubt about it, only allowing 5 home runs as well. He was doing a really great job pitching for the Yankees, had a whip barely over 1. So truly just Jake Cousins was out there doing his thing, showing his stuff, and the Yankees have liked Jake Cousins ever since they got him. He's been someone who's become very valuable out of their bullpen. So to see him get another setback when he's just trying to get back is truly just, it's really upsetting, because you know how much better this bullpen would be if you have Cousins out there. For his career, he's a 2.78 ERA. He's got a whip of 1.246. Both those averages, he's been better with the Yankees than them, though they are both excellent averages in general. The man struck out 125 batters in 90.2 innings pitched throughout his career. And now it's a matter of knowing when he'll come back, or if he'll come back this season, as with the elbow, there's always that cause for concern. And with Luke Weaver also being out, when he had a 1.05 ERA, a .701 whip, and all that done with 8 saves, obviously stepped into that role after Devin Williams was struggling, has a 1.4 WAR already as a relief pitcher, which is insane. Weaver had been the Yankees' best pitcher out of the bullpen, and one of the best bullpen pitchers and closing pitchers in baseball. So the Yankees were already dealing with injury troubles, and now that's just doubled itself, as now they're down another great right-hander. Now, it was mentioned by Joyce that, well, you look at Cousins, and his comeback hit a snag in May when he dealt with a pec issue after a live batting practice session, but he bounced back to start a rehab assignment on June 3rd. Cousins pitched in 2 rehab games, most recently on Saturday with High A Hudson Valley, when he threw 25 pitches across 2 innings while striking out 3 batters. So a good outing there. It's not that he's struggling to pitch well, it's that he's struggling to be healthy when he's pitching, and that is obviously a massive cause for concern for this Yankees team. I mean, we don't know when Weaver's going to be back. It's not exactly clear when he's going to come back. He said he wanted to pitch 15 days after he got hurt, which was absolutely not happening. Weaver's likely out till around July 4th weekend when the Yankees play the Mets. So that'll be interesting to see. I think they play the Mets. Am I bugging? I might be bugging on that one, but I think they're playing the Mets. Look, regardless, he's going to be out till around July 4th weekend, as this happened in the beginning of June, and it is possible he's out a bit longer. I mean, it felt like Luis Gil was going to be back sometime around June 15th. We're 3 days away from that, and Luis Gil is not coming back in 3 days, so the Yankees might be making sure their guys are healthy before getting them back out there and pitching, especially guys who are super valuable to this team, like Weaver, like Heel, like Jake Cousins. And it does make you think the Yankees, their bullpen has been solid. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Devin Williams has gotten back to fairly normal ever since that awful start. Luke Weaver's been phenomenal. When you have Jake Cousins there, it's super helpful as well. Fernando Cruz has been good, but he was dealing with some injuries. He's now back, but he has not been performing exactly the same since he went down with that injury, though hopefully he can get back there. It's just a matter of getting his momentum back. And with all that being said, there was a lot of thought that the New York Yankees could start to make some trades to beefing up their bullpen. A lot of people are interested in that. We saw Brian Cashman go out there and say that if there's one thing he wants to go after more than anything, it's pitching, both out of the bullpen and starters. So we know Cashman is looking at pitching. We saw an MLB insider kind of allude to the fact the Yankees are going to be one of the teams looking for pitching, and did name two guys to look out for in this situation. So, I mean, one of them, or both of them are in their division. One of them being Peter Fairbanks, who has been Tampa Bay's primary closer for the past 3 years, saving a career-high 25 games in 2023 and recording 11 saves so far this season. The right-hander, who has a 1.88 ERA in 24 innings, is under contract for just $3.67 million in 2025 with a $7 million club option for 2026. Fairbanks has never pitched more than 45 and 1/3 innings in a season because of injuries, but his talent is undeniable and his contract is affordable, which does help things out a ton. So you look at a guy in Fairbanks, he would certainly be an interesting piece for the New York Yankees to go out and grab. I would like that move as well, if you ask me. And he's been good. I mean, Fairbanks has been a guy putting up a 2.30 ERA thus far this season, 12 saves, 24 strikeouts, a whip of 1.171. And again, the injuries is a concern, but you do want another right-handed guy out there if you're dealing with this, specifically when you kind of consider the fact that the Yankees, they're going to try to move Ryan Yarbrough back to that bullpen at some point this season. So as long as they do that, it's going to become this situation where what we're going to see is a guy in Fairbanks become more valuable in that bullpen. Well, then you could, if Jake Cousins comes back, that's great. You also have Luke Weaver, you have Fairbanks, you have Yarbrough out there, you have Tim Hill. You have a really excellent bullpen. So we know the Yankees love that, and also Devin Williams is there. So the Yankees would be able to stack up their bullpen really, really nicely and have one of the best ones in baseball, something that we know Brian Cashman loves doing. So that'll be huge. But there is another name also to mention about this, also in the Yankees division, and that is Felix Batista. As mentioned by Theo DeRosa, Felix Batista hasn't been as dominant as he was in 2023 before undergoing Tommy John surgery, but he has had 4 saves in his past 5 appearances and 11 saves on the year for the Orioles with a 3.48 ERA. He's on the second year of an extremely cheap deal, 2 years, $2 million, and is eligible for arbitration this offseason. With Baltimore's struggles in 2025, Batista, as well as teammates Sir Anthony Dominguez and Gregory Soto, could be dealt away this summer. Now, I do expect the Orioles to definitely look at dealing Batista because of the fact that they are having this awful season. Batista's having a down year, but there are going to be teams that are willing to buy on him. I think one of the teams would be the Yankees. Batista was an excellent closer before going down with the injuries. He's got 12 saves on the season. The 3.32 ERA is far from what Batista is known for. He's been a man who pitched under 2 prior, but outside of that, had a whip of 1.338, has pitched 21 innings with 28 strikeouts, so there's still signs that he could definitely get back to that guy. And if the Yankees want to go this route, I would definitely support it. You have control over his contracts. He's on a cheap deal, so it could work out really well for the Yankees. And also, you still will have Luke Weaver get back, so it becomes this situation where I think it's worth taking a flyer on Batista. I think it's also just a matter of the price, but we will see how the New York Yankees decide to go about that. I'd love to see them go after Batista specifically. I'm a little less worried about his injuries than Fairbanks, just because Fairbanks has a few more injuries, where Batista was that Tommy John, which happens to a lot of guys. But we'll see how it all goes down. What do you guys think is going to happen? What do you guys want to see happen in regards to that bullpen? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.